everyone. I'm pleased that you found me again after a break and this rearrangement that I've got now, doing the 12 signs of the zodiac with the Thoth tarot for the year ahead. And I've chosen today to do it in the scheme of things because I couldn't arrange it before, but it is the first degree of Taurus, and of course we've just come out of the last degrees of Aries, so a good time to start. And this is the Gemini video. I want to say thank you to everyone for the well wishes for my husband's recovery from his heart operation, and he's doing very, very well. So I'm pleased to say that I'm back in doing the readings again for you, and hope that my fans and followers will continue to watch the rest of the videos and to give you an overall view and a bit of insight for the year ahead. This video is going to be about Gemini. Gemini is an air sign. It's the sign of the twins, and it's also ruled by the planet Mercury, which is communications and the senses, the eyes, nose, throat, all around this kind of area for the air, which is the element for Gemini. To do your reading, Gemini, first of all I shuffle the cards and turn up 2 rows of 6, and that will give me my method of doing it. You won't find this spread in the books, because it's my spread that I've developed myself over last 40 years, and it gets good results, as people will know from the comments I've got in the past, and hope that we'll continue to get in the future. But I shuffle the cards, give them a little bit of a shuffle, and set out 2 rows of 6. So Gemini, this is for you. It's a very general view because I'm talking to the world and I'm talking to a lot of people here, but I'm hoping you can get some insights as to what might be good for you in the next 12 months. I'm going to put out 2 rows of 6 and we'll see what that comes up with, and then we'll interpret that for you, and we look for the positive things, and where there's any difficulties we look to see how you can overcome those difficulties, given that you're an air sign. So we'll bear that in mind. Oh, this is lovely. There's a lot of air cards. Excuse me, I've got a dry throat really because I've been doing the other videos. It's getting a bit of a dry throat, but I think I'll be fine. So here we go, Gemini, the twins. Of course, there is an interesting fact I once read in a book, that someone had done a lot of research, and they say there are more people born as twins in the area of Gemini, which is the end of May and through June. So it's the last week of May and the first 3 weeks of June. It's about the 22nd to about the 23rd of June. So that's the Gemini area, and there are a lot of twins born in that period of time, I believe, from someone's research. I can't verify that, I've read it somewhere, but I have had comments from people when I've said it before, that say that they know people that are twins that are born in that period of time. So there you go, Gemini. Now here we've got a lovely set of cards, lots of airy things going on and very busy, quite fast moving cards this year. But I'm going to just draw your attention, Gemini, to the next 3 months when you need to be a little cautious, and you need to focus, and you need to be a little bit of cautious application, and not to be too changeable, but to really be down to earth and plan well. There seems to be something in the planning here for Geminis this year, but there's a lot of tension around on the cards in the first couple of months. We've got I'm going to pick it up, this card, the Tower struck by lightning, and it shows tension, and it shows something coming to a head really, and or a conflict of some sort, and so, or a clash of temperament. So just to deal with that, because it's the only negative aspect in this reading that I've got that we need to deal with, and it's saying, look at this, here's the third eye, here's the tension, and it's saying don't fire off on all 4 cylinders and argue back. Don't light the fire and fire ammunition that will ricochet and come back on you. So if you have an argument with someone, if you have a conflict or you have an issue that you need to bring up with someone, it's saying here's a little olive branch. It's saying talk to them, but talk calmly and quietly. Now this character that I've got a clash with in the reading that we've got, I'm going to direct to other air sign people, So this is the swords in the tarot, that's air, the element of air, and it's saying here's a card where we've got somebody rushing in, it's a male in this case, the Knight of Swords. He rushes into this picture and he's two swords in his hands. So he's going to say one thing one way and then something another way. Like you see the sword fights where you've got a person with two swords. If I can't get you this way, I'll get you that way. So look at people that are all words and no substance here, because it's saying they're ducking and diving, they're very elusive, you can't pin them down. Now you might take a leaf out of their book in one degree here by saying, well, I can do a bit of ducking and diving. Geminis are quite good at that. And they can say one thing and then say another. But what we've got on the card reading is that we've got a bit of a clash, a bit of an argument, and we don't want to be the fool. You've got the Fool card. The Fool is a good card in the sense of a tarot reading because it's the Fool's journey and how you progress and how you develop and get stronger and understand yourself spiritually. So this is saying there's a bit of a clash coming up. You might have to just keep an eye on things and be a little bit calmer in the way that you react. The clash also might involve an older lady. Your first card is the Queen of Discs. So this is a mature lady. In this card she's in control. She's a Capricorn in this picture, an earth sign Capricorn. But the very essence of this picture shows maturity, and it shows an older lady, a mature person who's very fixed in her views and ideas, and she's traditional and old-fashioned and so on. So she's very fixed. Gemini, of course, are very flexible people and they can adjust very quickly. But you're up against someone here who's quite fixed and not going to adjust easily. So you've got to find a way around this person, an older lady. She might be in an area of work or business because she might be a job's worth sort of person, that you do things by a particular procedure and you stick to it and there's only one way to do it. So look at how you deal with people that might be in that sort of a position, and you've got to be a little flexible here, Gemini, and you're good at being flexible. Now as we go along the cards, we've got the Ace of Cups. This is a lovely card to get. It's good for love and marriage and commitment, or just generally expressing the emotion of love and feeling. And it's saying uncork the champagne, have the party, let all the world, here's the World card, let all the world know how you feel. This card is the Star card. It's in an aspect in this reading to the Cup of Love. This is feminine, receptive, and saying, but I'm going to tell the world, I'm going to express my feelings. And it's a beautiful card for just the joy and happiness of expressing how you feel. So that's a lovely card for love after things where there might have been some tension and there might have been an interfering older lady. So look at that tension, look around you, see if that fits the picture that you've got around you. Then we've got balance and harmony, a lovely Libra set of scales here, saying all's equal, all's well, things have been adjusted. This is the adjustment card. Things can be harmonious and agreeable after being disagreeable. We've got things coming into an agreeable state of mind. The sword, of course, is the state of mind. It's a two-edged sword, so consider the other person's point of view, get balance and harmony redeemed in the picture, and then we've got a much calmer picture from that bit of tension at the beginning. And then we've got the Hermit. So the Hermit is saying, well, he's the wise one, and we've got the wise lady at the beginning, so here's the wise man. But this is the Teacher card, and it's saying knowledge and experience can be applied now, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It might be a brighter future for you by being a little bit of cautiousness applied. You know where the gremlins are, you know in the past the things that have been difficult that you've got to overcome, and not repeat. Remember that card that I used, the Tower card, is like a ricochet. Don't repeat these angry words, or don't repeat this angry situation or difficult conflicting situation. Learn to let go, be calm, move on. This is also a good card. I'm just suddenly, as I'm getting this reading here, I've got somebody, the spotlight. I want to go to the theatre, and I want to go to people in the theatre or in drama groups and things like that. I think it's a very good year for productions and spotlight and comedians, people that do stand-up mic. And talk to an audience, and they're on their own and they're in the spotlight. I think there's something very relevant for you this year if you're one of those sort of people. I've also now got the art card, so anything to do with the arts. It might be performance, it might be photography with this card, or it might be anything to do with art expression. But it's saying that everything will come together. Here's the golden pot. It's saying all the ingredients are changing from the base metals into gold, and we've got a whole and complete picture. The two sides of Gemini here in the top of the picture. It shows the twin soul, or the soul mate. So you might find people in your lifestyle now that you feel a kindred spirit to. The Fool card is also a good card for Gemini to get, because it's to do with being innocent and to be childlike and to be Peter Pan and not want to grow up. And of course that is a really good interpretation of a Gemini. They're just very youthful people, and they don't want to grow up, and they're interested also and good with children, and they're good with families, and they get on with youngsters and children, and also older people. They can talk to anybody, whatever age group, and they're very friendly in that. So here's the Crossroads. Learn how to take the heat out of a situation, celebrate your feelings, find harmony within relationships, breakthrough and happiness. Now if you want world travel this year, Gemini, this is a fabulous card. Use the social media, the World Wide Web, because this is the card that says here's your breakthrough, there's something you can beam in. It's very good for alternative therapies as well, so anything to do with crystals, crystal healing, complementary medicines, any of that sort of knowledge. It might be Reiki, it might be tarot, it might be astrology, but things that are on the fringy areas of learning and alternative ideas of learning. And if you've got something to that you want to promote or shout about, this is your protest card to get up there and speak loudly about it. So we've got the breakthrough, we've got harmony, and then we've got a lovely picture of this female water sign lady who's the Princess of Cups here, going with the flow. Very lovely, gentle personality, spiritually very lovely and calm and quiet. She can teach you a lesson or teach you how to deal with things in a very empathetic way when you've got tension around you, like this Tower card. And then we've got the foreign traveller coming up here. We've got an air sign man, and he's in a chariot. It's a lower arcana card, but here he is in the chariot, but he's making money. There's lots of gold coins on the card, money behind him, money in front of him, and like a Gemini, fingers in different pies that will bring in money from different sources. Gemini usually have one or two different schemes going on, or different jobs going on, where they can bring money in and make money in different things. So this is saying get hold of the purse strings, broaden out, look at other areas to bring money in, because you can save it in the background there, and that's good for travel. Put money into travel. And then we've got the final Chariot card, family matters, the emotions and feelings of those around you. A family matter here with a little Cancerian crab, and the two symbols here, the guardians on the path. This is very good if you are expecting twins, and very good luck to you for your confinement. But this is the sign of the twins for this year. A little bit of tension in the next 3 months. Harmony will prevail. There's a big social picture here, and making money from foreign travel and foreign connections to bring money into your life. So there's a whole lot going on. It's very fast moving, so be prepared to Gemini, to anchor down now, look at the things that you need to take the heat out of, and then find agreements with others. So this is a good card saying the journey ahead of you is blessed. Thank you very much, and before I go, I just want to show you how to get a reading. So here we've got the details that I need from you to get a personal reading, and it takes me 2.5 hours to do it, but it gets typed up and sent back to you either by email or by post. What I need for you to send me the details, I need your full name, your date of birth. You can send your address too, which will help me to know which part of the world that you're sending from. So name, date of birth, nationality, even if you've moved from one country to another, where you're domiciled now, your gender, because if you have a name like Dale, you might think like me, not many girls called Dale. So gender is important, and then we can get the relationships right as well. And then 12 numbers between 1 and 32. I count those numbers off that you give me for your cards to do your reading. That's your connection, my connection to you in a psychic way. And then we get, I need £50 from you, which is sterling, or 86 US dollars, which is about the equivalent approximately. And you can PayPal me at thedalejacksonway@virginmedia.com, which is also my email address, same for my PayPal. You can find these details on my webpage as well, The Dale Jackson Way, and 6 things: name, date of birth, nationality, gender, 12 numbers, that's the important bit as well, and the money, £50 sterling, will get you a personal reading. I get very good reviews from the readings in the past, and I hope that I hear from you soon. Thank you, Gemini, and good luck.